Hello and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. Today, how about we talk about the super user program, right? Let's talk about the super user program. I've never talked about it before because really, why would you? But with all the latest thing getting banned from the user program and all that, I feel like I can talk about it. And there are some things that I would like to talk about or regarding that program, right? So that's what we're going to do today. And now, so I found this article. This was introducing February 21st, 2018. That is when they launched the super user program. They called us data knots, which I always felt was kind of hokey, but that's what we were. It's like yeah, they were flow knots and data knots and appstronauts. Anyway, that's what they did. All right, and here's the original crew, right? So myself, Phil Seamark, you see, you probably, if you've been in the community in a length of time, you've probably recognized most of these names, right? Although I would say the majority of them, like I still participate on the forums pretty regularly. Ashish does, right? I think Perry2K, he kind of comes and goes sometimes as well. But I'm not sure if anybody else really participates on the forums all that much regularly anymore. So anyway, so it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's like 15 of us, right? I guess anonymous, that must have been I don't know who that was. But I think that's what happens when the account gets deleted or removed, right? I think that's becomes anonymous at that point. So not sure who that one was. They were like 14 or 15 of us. Now I think there's a lot of super users out there now. Like it continued to grow year after year, right? So now when this came about, right? I was a member of just over about 7.5 years, pretty much exactly the amount of time I was an MVP. But I was already an MVP by the time they made me a super user. So it was kind of like I don't know. It never really I don't know. It's nice to be appreciated. Okay, first I want to say that it's nice to be shown some kind of appreciation, and say yeah, thank you if you will for participating in the forums and that sort of thing, right? But it never really it never really meant much to me because I was already MVP. This seemed like it's like an MVP's little brother or little sister kind of thing. So I don't know. It was never anything that was ever really important to me as far as at all, right? Because because like what is a super user? So what it is basically you get a little designation, right? Because everybody's like something, right? This person is a kudo collector, right? You get these little things on the communities and designations, I guess you could call them or whatever. Um, and I don't know why the marketing people do this kind of stuff. Quite honestly, I just don't like all the gamification and crap that goes on with community forum sites and everything in general. Okay, so yeah, and well, we'll get into a bunch of all this other stuff, but yeah. So, anyways, this is where they launched it. This is Mariana Benjamin, I guess, and this was one of the main people back in there. She was like the community manager. So I'd interact with her pretty regularly as I was on the community forums, and I'd already been on the community forums for like 5 years, right? So I think it launched in like 2013. And I was signed up like the day it launched, right? And was out there answering questions and things like that. I've been on this site, this community forum site, for over a decade, like 12 years or something. Like 12 years or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, and I was even, it was even, I think it was the only time they ever did it, but I was actually 2019 Super User of the Year. What do you think of that? Right? So yeah, that's the only time they ever did the whole Super User of the Year thing. Um, and I think I got a backpack out of it, is what I got. I still have that backpack. I still use that backpack. So that's an old backpack. Anyway, so now I even dug up right here. So here's Mariana inviting me to the super user program. Okay, and they gave you like 2 days to decide. Right? I'm already an MVP at this point, so I get this out of the blue, right? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? You click on the thing, you fill out the form, and suddenly you're a super user. And then they made that announcement, and anyway, on and on from there. Now one. So you might be wondering, okay, Greg, so why were you so off put by having Adam Saxton reach out to you, right? It's because he I've never interacted with them on the community site, like at all. Like it's always been Mariana or Natalie or Eileen or Ashley, right? Natalie, yeah, I already mentioned Natalie. So anyway, it's always been people like that, right? And they were always, I think they were almost all third party, right? They were third party people. Because they didn't have the little Microsoft next to them. They were a lot of time they were iTalent. I think Microsoft must have outsourced the running of the community forums to somebody, third party, if you will. And I always thought they did a top notch job. Like everybody I interacted with on there was very pleasant, very nice. But the thing is, they messaged me through the messaging on the community forums, right? And and so because I keep my digital private life and my professional life completely separate from one another, right? And it's a big thing for me, a big thing, right? I work very hard to do it, and it's something I do consciously, and intentionally, right? Even down to the point where I have two different computer systems at my desk, right? I'm in my home office, and I have two different computers there, and one is for work, and one is for my private life. Right? That's the one I use to write my books on, and that's the one that I answer community forum posts on. Right? I don't use my work computer to do anything that I do online. Right? Any of the social media stuff, any of the book writing, any of that, it does not happen on my work computer because I keep them 100% separate. I even have separate backpacks. Right? One is my personal backpack, right, with my personal laptops in it, and one is my work backpack that has my work laptop in it. So I'm very, very conscious about keeping these two worlds separate from one another, 100% separate. So, in the community managers, they always message me. They don't message me at my work address, okay? And they don't even message me at my Gmail address, okay? By which, so one of the things that was so off-putting about Adam's email to me, and I found it a very much an invasion of privacy, very extremely rude, right? Poor etiquette, and I found it a tad threatening, to be honest, because he emailed me to at my work email address, okay, which no, okay, those things should never meet one another, all right. So yeah, it's just is incredibly rude, and just unbelievable. So what I had to do then, I had to forward that email to my Gmail address, right? And then I switched over to my personal computer, and I could answer the email and that sort of thing. And then when they banned me, they again emailed my work email address. It's like, why are you guys doing this? Just use the messaging app. That's all. That's what the community forum messaging like is for people. Like, how ignorant are you of protocol and etiquette that you're emailing my work email address? It's intentionally rude and disruptive, in my opinion. So if you're wondering why I was very much off put by that, now you know. So now, and I didn't mean to like insult Adams intro, right? I didn't go into that video intending to insult his intro. It just kind of popped out. Okay. So that's what we do here, right? We get a vague notion of what we want to talk about, and then we turn on the camera and we start talking. Okay. That's how I operate. That's how this channel operates. It's how it's always operated. So, yeah. So, for over a decade, all my interaction with the community has always been through the community messaging forum. And all of a sudden, I got Adam popping out of the woodwork and sending me stuff to my work email address, right? Just stupid. So anyway, you guys run this messaging site. Like, apparently now Adam Saxton is solely managing the community forums and the mess and on there. So maybe he ought to learn something a little bit about how it operates, before he starts going off and doing stupid things like emailing people to their work addresses. That's just rude. All right. So anyway, I didn't mean to insult him. It just kind of popped out because I've always thought his opener was cringe, right? Mega cringe. It's always been my opinion, and so it just popped out that way. So anyway, wasn't anything intentional. Um, but so let's see here. So what else would I want to talk about? I actually have notes about what I wanted to talk about. So I never do that, but I actually have a few notes here. Oh, so perks of being a super user, right? So when you're a super user, your kudos count like twice as much. So instead of one kudo, when you kudo something, it counts as two kudos, right? And what else is there? There's you can attach PBIX files, or if you can attach files into messages, which is kind of convenient when you're answering somebody's question. You can just attach the PBIX file. I don't know why they don't open that up to everybody, quite honestly, because I mean, everybody that would help the entire community as a whole if they just allowed everybody to attach files, right? Makes no sense otherwise. And then everything you get swag like maybe once a year, maybe once every 2 or 3 years. I don't know. There might be some other like perks that I'm forgetting. You get a little badge next to your thing instead of like it's like a special little icon or something like that. Anyway, it's all meaningless stuff, right? But that's what being a super user means, right? It means that hey, you participated on the channel enough that we're going to give you a reward. And I really think that it started out as a reward. All right. I think it was kind of interesting. There's some great parallels, I think, between the super user program and the MVP program. And the cool thing is I got to see the super user program evolve like from the beginning and evolve from what I truly think was like intended to be a reward, right? Into basically they gamified the crap out of it, and now they use it as a punishment, right? So if they don't like you, like I piss off Adam Saxton, right? We're gonna punish you by yoinking your super user, right? Which I don't care about in the first place, so it's really not a punishment. But you do you, Adam. Um, so now I want to explain. I was on these forums. I've been on this. So I'm going to continue on the forums for over like 12 years, basically 10 over a decade, before Adam like inserts himself into everything. If he's going to end up running the community forums and the community site, that's a sad thing. And he's going to act like a jerk and email people's work addresses and things like that. I think that's a sad thing. It's going to be bad for the community overall because I've always had a great interaction with everybody that was admin at the community forums, and like Mariana and like the people I mentioned before, right? And to the point where there was a lot of trust that we had in one another, to the point the story that I'll relate that I think will best convey this is that there was a certain individual that was like I answered a lot of questions on the forum. Like I'd get on there, like I'd have my lunch break or something like that, and I'd jump on and I'd be eating my lunch and answering forum questions. And during that hour, I was answering everything thing that come up. And I got a few people like, right, come on, allow some other people in on answering some questions and stuff. So I get that, all right. And but we had this one individual, and this dude, it was like he was on the site 24/7, and answering every question. And the other super users, I'd been there long enough. Some of the other super users and stuff that had been around, there's some griping going on. The people are griping, and I'm hearing that people gripe about this certain individual, and it doesn't seem like it's nothing. I try to reach out to him. It doesn't seem like anything is like sticking with this guy. So anyway, so what I do, I'm like, well, normally what I would do, right? Because I am me. I'd be like, come on, stop being a dick and allow some other people to answer questions, right? But we're in this kind of social setting. I'm still trying to navigate this and play nice in this social setting, right? Same thing with the MVP program, and it's the same kind of collective dynamic, I guess you could say. Anyway, it's a weird thing for me because I just like to just be me. But then what I come up with is like, well, this needs because I'm if there's a problem, I'm going to act to solve it. Okay, that's just who I am. I'm gonna I'm gonna do something. I'm a person of action. All right. If there is a problem, I will do something to try to solve that problem. So what I came up with is that I went on. This is during COVID, I think. So I had a lot of time in the evenings and things like that, and I'd go on and I would answer every single question out that was out there, right? And I was on there enough that I would find out when this individual actually had to sleep, and I would especially go on at that time and answer every single question. So when he woke up, the forums, he didn't have any questions to ask, answer or anything like that. And so basically, for about a month, right? It's him and I were the only two people answering forums or answering questions on the forums, right? And I did this to make a point. And so I didn't talk to the admins at all, but we came up with our next super user meeting, and I said, hey, I reached out and I said, hey, I would like to say something at the beginning of our next super user meeting. They're like, great, more than welcome, Greg. Right? They didn't even ask me what I was going to talk about. Nothing. Did not talk about. Did not say anything. Right at all. But they allowed me to basically introduce on the be the first speaker on the super user program monthly meeting. And I start off by apologizing to everybody and saying, hey, you know, I did this, right? I'm on this, answering every single question. I did it to prove a point, which is, look, we have this point system that we have now. And, everybody needs to be able to answer points. But if we go overboard, right, then it's just going to, the whole entire forums can just get controlled by like two people, right? So anyway, I made myself the asshole, right? Is what I did. Um, because instead of calling the other guy an asshole, I said I'll just accept blame and I'll be the bad guy. And but guess what it did? It resolved the problem, right? And that was the goal. And the admins, I think they understood what I don't know if they I don't know if they figured out what I was doing beforehand or I don't know. But I never talked to them about it, and they allowed me to do it, and so we solved the problem, and that's the important part, right? So anyway, so that's how much trust that the community admins and I had with one another. That's how much they trusted me because I would do this stuff, and they knew I was in it for the good of the community overall. So that's that story. Now, the superuser program definitely went under like evolution over the years, right? So it started out as just like, the 14, 15 of us, right? And it expanded, every year. Then they came in, there's one guy came in and all of a sudden introduced like levels. So you were like a level one super user or level two super user or level three. I think it had like four levels to begin with. And then this maniac was gonna like try to make it like 10 levels of super user. And it was the craziest thing, right? I mean, the craziest thing. And I was absolutely not a fan of it. I don't, like I said, I don't even like the gamification of just badges and little tags and things like that. Like you could strip all that away and I would still do what I do on the community forums because I just don't care, right? Just don't care about it. And so yeah, it was just they tried to make it a mess or whatever. So yeah, I mean, and so I think at this point, like in terms of comparing this to the MVP program, I think it's like a microcosm because the MVP program has been like, 30, it's been going on for 30, 40 years or something like that, right? And I feel like I got to witness like its evolution, like within the span of well, what is it, 7 years that I was part of the super user program, how it started off as a reward, but now it's used as a punishment, right? So it's something to be taken away from you, right? When you don't act the way you're supposed to act according to Adam Saxton, right? So that's it. I mean, I think it's sad if Adam's gonna be running the show and he's gonna act like that. He's gonna be rude and obnoxious and a jerk and email people's work addresses, right? Versus the private messaging that is on the community forums, which that's its purpose, right? Um, I think it's a sad day, but I'm still gonna be doing what I'm gonna be doing. So that's all I had for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you. I'll see you next time.